Welcome, Annie Collins from Imagine Crafts. Today we'll be creating the spring or Easter basket. I created this one off screen just so you can get a better idea of what we'll be creating today. This cute little basket could be filled with grass and some nice treats, perhaps a cupcake or a few chocolates. This is some simple stamping, folding, and you create this cute little basket. For this one, I use Versacolor and Heliotrope and Versa Magic Hint Pistachio, which I'll show you in a bit. For the one we'll be creating today, I'm going to use some yellow cardstock and some white cardstock and Versacolor in Turquoise, along with our Versa Magic and Hint of Pistachio. I will be also bringing in 3 stamps, a larger floral, a smaller floral, and a floral with a stem, and some jewels for added decoration. That is optional. So let's clear everything away so we can get started. First things we're going to do is some simple folding. You need to have a piece of cardstock that measures 6 by 6. I just trimmed mine down off of an 8.5 by 11. I folded it in thirds, opened it up, and folded in thirds again. So I end up with 9 2 by 2 squares. Now we're going to cut off from the outside to the inside on the first square, and I'm marking it here with a pencil. You do not have to mark yours with a pencil, but it's just easier for demonstration purposes. So we're going to cut from the outside in, but making sure we stop at the first fold line. We don't want to pass the fold line because it won't create our basket properly. This is a fun project you can do with your kids. You can do the folding and the cutting while they do some simple stamping. This is why I use just 1 to 2 colors of ink, because I figured you could make this project with your children. Now we're going to set this aside while we create our panels for our basket. We're going to pull out those little white pieces of cardstock. These measure roughly 2 by 2, just shy of 2 by 2. I'm using the larger floral stamp, and I'm going to show you here. That's what it looks like. It's like a little daisy. The other one has the daisy head and the stem, and then you'll have the small daisy flower. I got these stamps from the back of a magazine, Paper Crafter. But any stamps will do. If your children aren't into flowers, you can of course use little critters. So we're going to pull out our Versacolor and Turquoise, and we're going to stamp each of these little cards 3 times with the large floral and 3 times with the small one, making sure that we have at least one of the florals full on the card and some off the card. I'm sorry I'm slightly off camera here, but I'll show you in a moment. I didn't realize I was off camera. This will create a continuous flow of your this pattern. We're going to repeat that process on all 4 squares. Again, you want at least 2 off the card and 1 on the little cardstock. Keeping it with a simple color will make it easy if you're using this for your children. Also, would make it easy for yourself if you're making several. Changing the color of the cardstock and that coordinating ink will make everybody feel like they have an individual little basket. And I'm not looking for perfection here. I know this is going to be a quick thing to have on our table at Easter time, and some may keep it and some may not. The good thing is with clear stamps, you can align your image and restamp if you didn't get a full image. We're on our last, I believe this is our last panel here. These are pretty quick and easy to make. If you have a scoreboard, you can use that to score your basket piece. Now nope, I'm not going to clean up. Hold on. We have to do our handle. For the handle, I just used this, since I cut my piece from a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, I just cut a 1, or actually less than 1/2 an inch by 11 inches strip of cardstock. This will be our handle. So I wanted to decorate the handle. I'm using the Versa Magic Hint of Pistachio for our stem, and the Versa color in turquoise for our flower. I'm going to stamp this from the end of across to the other side. And making sure to lean it one direction or another, meaning one stamp towards the left, one towards the right, and repeating that. I'm going to flip it so that I have it coming, when you're looking at your basket, correctly. The flowers look correct going up around the handle. Repeating the same process, trying to sway it one way or another, just for interest. You can line them up straight if you would like. We're going to do our last flower, and then we'll begin to assemble our basket. And there is our handle. I'm going to put away the ink and clear my craft mat. The good thing about Versacolor, it's easy to do cleanup. I just use a damp microfiber cloth and wipe it away. I am working on a craft mat. So we'll bring out our little basket base, and we're going to put each of these stamped panels on the 4 outer corners. I'm going to adhere them using tear tape. I'm going to remove them real quick so I can put some tear tape on the back of each of these panels. I didn't realize I was off screen here putting tear tape down. Now, if I did use some gems and pearls here as an added decoration, if you're doing this with little ones, I wouldn't recommend using any gems or pearls. Perhaps a sticker of their favorite character. It's just a decorative thing anyway, since we're going to adhere our handle and our basket with some Imagine Crafts tear tape. I'm getting my panels on each of the corners. With a variety of inks, you can match or coordinate beautifully cardstocks with it. You can buy an inexpensive pack of cardstock for this. Right here I'm using a 65-pound cardstock that I picked up at my local craft store. So there's our basket base, and if we flip it over on the inside, it'll be all the same color. We're going to adhere our handle. I put a small piece of tear tape on each end of our handle. We remove the adhesive backing, and we're going to place that on the center yellow panel. So not any of the ones with the white cardstock. Here's the yellow, and previously it was pink. So it's going to be on your center panel. Try your best to center it. Again, we're not looking for perfection. It's just a cute little decoration that may or may not last very long. Given with little ones, it usually doesn't. Now I'm going to put some Imagine Crafts Terra tape on the inside of those 4 corner panels, right by the area where you cut. We're going to remove the backing. Okay, I'm going to attempt to remove the backing. There we go. And we're going to adhere those tabs in front of our handle. So we're going to pull it up to meet our handle, press into place. We're going to do the same thing with the other one and press into place. We're going to repeat this process on the other side. We're going to put Terra tape on each of the side panels right next to our cut line and adhere our handle to the center panel. Bringing each of the other side panels up to meet the handle. Here I'm trying to remove where I add adhesive backing. There you go. Now we press it into place. And now your basket is complete. You can embellish if you would like further, and if not, you can leave it as is. I chose, since my children are older, to put little jewels and pearls. Again, if you're creating these for smaller children, I would recommend use a simple flat sticker of their favorite character, or perhaps some Easter stickers you may find. And if your children are not into flowers, feel free to use any cute critter stand. I'm using a little bit of Imagine Crafts On Point glue to adhere my little gems. I love the precision tip on this glue because it helps me control how much I can put out. And I'm just trying to put it so that it looks like this gem is holding our handle there. And that's it. Your Easter/spring basket is complete. Now you can make plenty of these for your friends and family or co-workers if you would like to share some nice springtime joy. Like always, I will have all the items in the description box. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our pink basket to show you how cute they are in those festive spring colors. So I'm going to show you, you can fill it with some treats. Shh, don't tell my kids I have Reese's mini cups because they'll come in and, take them. I hide them in my craft room. Okay, so you can, again, fill them with some little bit of grass, or if you don't like grass, if you have need a pet-friendly alternative, you can use the crinkled paper. That's what we use in our house because the plastic grass is not good for your babies, for your fur babies. So here we use Versacolor Heliotrope and a hint of Pesto, Versacolor Turquoise. That's the one we use for our yellow basket. For our pink basket, we use the Versacolor Heliotrope. And for both, a hint of pistachio. We use On Point glue to put on our gems, and Imagine Terra tape to put it all together. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you found some inspiration.